Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it. You already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Bye up, bye up. Let's get to the intro. Another super. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate the support, man. I'm very humbled by it. You guys ready for another super on Super Friday? Let's go. What's up, brothers? Buckle your safety belts, fill up the rig, jump in the rig, and let's rig, right? Let's go, man. Another super wood. This one is chess, not checkers. Look, man, this dude took us on a wild goose chase and we never caught the gander. It's just for real. I gandered a lot, but I didn't catch it. This dude right here, Roach, is phenomenal when it comes to going places. Man, never, I repeat, never go on a road trip with someone that is high because you'll end up low. And that's just what it is, man. So I'm chilling at my pad, right? And Roach calls me and he's all super incognito, right? Hey, brother, is anyone there? I said, my old lady and shit. Why, what's up? Oh, who's that in the back? I said, no, we're watching Maury. Oh, yeah, I'm not the father. Hey, come by my house, bro, but go through the back. He had like a back alley, right? I'm like, why? Is something wrong with the front? Yeah, bro, we're reconstructing. I said, well, what are you guys building? Did I fucking say anything about building, brother? I said, we're reconstructing. I said, well, what's that? I'm reconstructing the guys that I invite to the front and the ones I invite to the back. I said, well, why I got to be back guy? Because I'm Mexican, right? No, brother, it has nothing to do with you being an SA. I know. It has a lot to do doing with you being an NA. There's actually some Southerners that are supposed to come by in a little bit. I said, well, I'll wait till they leave, bro. No, why? Are you scared? I said, no, then why can't I go to the front? Because I'm reconstructing some shit, right? I said, look, I'm going to pull up to the back, bro. What's up? Yeah, bro, we got to talk. It's like some super, super high grade shit. I said, all right, cool. So I pulled up to the back. I'm honking and honking and honking. He was out in the front with some dudes from Atwater doing what he does, getting his swerve on and his serve on, right? So finally he comes to the back. Why are you fucking honking, brother? I said, because what am I supposed to do? Come through the back door. I said, but you had people in the front. Brother, let me reconstruct how we're doing this, right? So I go in, I get off, and I go jump a fucking fence to talk to him. We could talk through a fence, but he has this thing with, I feel like I'm locked up when I'm talking through a fence. Well, then open the gate. You know what I mean? Come on, bro, open it for me. It's got a padlock on it. I lost the key, brother. I got a gang key. Look at, I got keys in the house and keys right here. I said, to what degree of keys do you have in the house? Right? I'm already thinking my Alpo shit, like, I'm gonna have to go in there and get them, right? And so, anyways, I jumped the fence. I'm in his backyard. I'm like, what's up? He said, brother, guess what, man? I got like a big old load. We're gonna have to take up to Idaho, right? I said, Idaho? What do you mean we're gonna have to take up to? Look, brother, you want to make a powwow? I said, yeah. Brother, does a white man gonna give a Mexican man an opportunity to make a thou wow? I said, why do you say it like a brother, a thou wow? That's the whites, we adapted that word. We've said it first. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We said, like they might have said thou, but we said wow. You know, I'm like, all right, so we put it together and it's a white thing, thou wow. I'm like, okay, whatever. So what do we got to do? He's like, brother, I got a U-Haul trailer and we need to drive what I have in the U. I'm not gonna open it up. Not even going to tell you what I got. We're going to go pick Hurley and we're going to pick your cousin. What's the pendejo? I said, which one, Ricky or Pepe? Yeah, not the stupid one. I said, well, they're both kind of off a little bit, so you have to do some more explanations, right? He's like, the one that does this. I said, oh, Ricky. That's the fucker, the one that introduced us. Right? I'm like, you knew Ricky before you knew me, stupid, right? So I'm like, he's like, we're going to go pick Ricky up. I'm going to give Tia a hug. And we're gonna go. We're just bad to the bone, brother. We're just gonna wait. The wind's gonna be in our hair. And I said, well, what's in there, bro? I need to know what's in there because I can't be driving dirty like that, bro. Don't act like you don't drive dirty every time you roll around. Don't fucking. I need a white man. Can I get a white man for assistant? I was like, look, bro, I'll go with you, but when am I gonna get my 1,000? Upon arrival. See what I got in that fucking in that U-Haul, bro. It'll make your wildest dreams come true. I said, well, then fuck, why don't we just make our wildest dreams come true right here? Why we got to go to Idaho? Well, because it was self-explanatory, fucker. They got money. I got what I got. and we're going to give it to them. They're going to give us the money. I'm going to give you your money, and everyone's going to get money, and they're going to get high. Okay? I said, so you got dope in the back. Did I say that? That's the problem with Mexicans. They always think they know how to build better than the white man. We're the contractors, fucker. I said, all right, cool. Let me think about it. Brother, you got to, look, we got to go today. There's not too much thinking involved here. You see me thinking? I'm not thinking. I'm just going. I said, well, how about you go and I'll be right back here when you get back with all that money. Oh, brother, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You're doing too much thinking. Like I said, don't think. Don't overthink it. Right? So I said, all right, let me call my Tian. Let me see if I can get Ricky if he wants to go. Which, of course, Rick would want to go in. Whoop it! I want to go. Right? Anyway, is there going to be Southsiders there? I really want to go. Why? I thought you don't like them. But I'd like to fight them. All right, cool. So I call my Tia. She answers. So fuck it. Don't make me answer. That's why I always answer on the third ring. I have to get up, I have to roll out of bed, to adjust my tongue, and then I have to go to the fucking living room because why don't you call me on my cell phone, bitch? I said, because you got me blocked, yeah. Okay, first I got you blocked. That because at one time you called me over and over again. I'm shot. They shot me in the head. Fuck you. Okay, what? What do you want? No, you can't come to my house right now. I got two guys that are working in my backyard and they're working in my back door. What do you got going on? I said, let me talk to Ricky. Heck, he has a cell phone. Call that bitch. I said, no, yeah, let me talk to him real quick, please. Okay, but hey, remember, don't come on. I don't want you over here. If you need to pick him up for anything, do it down the street at the Africano's house. I don't want it. I said, all right, yeah. So I get Ricky, whooping. I said, hey, fool, you ready to go? Where we going? I said, but you can't take Sheila, bro. This is, I don't know where we're going. We're going like out of state. This is some high def ninja stuff, right? Said, whooping, do I need to bring the thing? I said, what are you talking about? Okay. I just bought a bullwhip. Bring the bullwhip if that's what you want to bring. But we're going to come pick you up like an hour. Who's we? Me and Roach. Oh, man, I want to get high. I'll be there, Rick. Just be ready, homie. Right? He's like, okay. I said, and put on go from Barry Manilow to Barry White. Can you do that? All right, homie, I'll be ready. Right? All right, there we go. Now we're talking. So I call fucking Roach. I'm like, hey, Roach, we're good. We're going. I said, does Rick get a thou wow too? Oh, hey, listen, brother. That is up to you, whatever you want to do with your thou wow. I can't believe I'm fucking still saying that. I looked it up. It is a black word. Look, I'm going to give you 1,000 hard, cold cash. Whatever you do, if you want to get high, which, hey, look, you can turn around, give it back to me. I'll give you a little something that's a little bit smooth, got a little texture, and once it goes in the air, it dissipates. But that's up to you. That's really up to you, brother. I said, look, we're down. All right, we're not going to tell Ricky nothing about the money. Don't mention it, bro. He's like, no, bro, I'm not going to front you off. Come on, brother. You think I'm a rat? You know I'm not a rat. I got a whole fucking U-Haul full of you know what. Well, you really don't know what because you overthought it, but you don't know what, but I'm telling you right now, I got you. I said, all right, cool. Don't say nothing, bro. So I go pick up Rick, right? And I'm like thinking, damn, what am I going to do in my car? So I tell my lady, look, I'm going to drive back to the pad. I need you to take me to Roach's and drop me off. I got to go somewhere for a few days, right? Because it's going to take a few days. We're driving all the way from Merced to Boise, Idaho. Boise, fucking Idaho. This is what he told me. We're outside of Boise. We're going outside of Boise, brother. How far outside of Boise? I don't fucking know. Now, it's also December, which means it's cold as a motherfucker. Christmas is like 4 days away. So we're going to make it back on Christmas Eve if we move fast. If we move smooth with a purpose, we got to get there. We got to get back, right? So I'm already wondering, like, damn, how's this going to work out? So I pull it to my tias, and I honk the horn right outside. And she comes out, what the fuck did I tell you? God damn, my shit hurts. What did I tell you? Down the street. I said, why? Everyone wants me to park, go in the bag, down the street. What's wrong with you motherfuckers? Okay, what do you call me a motherfucker? Is that what you call me? Get off the car then, bitch. Come on. I'm going to show you, Chowchilla, motherfucker. I said, not the San Rick. I don't even know if I want my son to go with you. Where are you taking him? I said, to make money. She said, well, how much? Because it all depends on what I'm going to let him take with them. I said, look, just let him come. I'll break him out. I was thinking I'll give him $100. He'll be all right, right? She was like, okay, but I'm telling you right now, if he comes back empty-handed, you're not going to have hands to be empty. Okay. And I see this little paisa. ¿Por qué? Picking his head out there. Get in there. I said back door, motherfucker, not front. Her back door is what you're thinking right now. That back door. So here comes Ricky all goofy. Whoopin', where we going? Is Roach going to get me? I said, get your ass in the car. Let's go, man. So we drive back to my pad. Tell my old lady, drop us off at Roach's. She's like, damn, man, I hate when Rick's in the car. It always stinks. I said, what does it smell like? Huelga bird. I said, Huelga bird don't stink. Huelga bird smells good. It's fantastic. Anyways, so she drops us off and Roach comes, go to the back. Hurry up, go to the back, right? He has a fucking U-Haul loaded with, I can't tell you what, but you'll eventually find out at this video, right? On this video. So we go around the back. Ricky's like, why do we got to be in the back? Are you going to whack us? Right? He's like, of course not, brother. Not today. So look, I'm going to give you $1,000 when you get there. I'm like, motherfucker, I told you not to say that about the. Ricky's like, Whoopin, who gets $1,000? Rick, he's high, bro. He's like, Whoopin, I want to get high, man. I'm active. Oh, shit. So next thing you know, Roach is like, hey, say no but a word, ain't he? Let's go over here around the corner. You stay right here in the backyard. If you hear my mom saying, do you want tacos or something? She's making chicken tacos. No fucking seasoning, but she's getting down. And we got mild salsa for everyone, brother. We're really doing it today. Hey, she's going to send us a care package on the way. I said, man, I don't want any of those. Oh, brother, now my mom's shit don't stink. Wait up. Strike that, reverse it. Her shit does stink. So do her tacos. I get what you're saying. We'll stop at a taco truck. So anyways, I'm like, hey, man, we got to go all the way to Sac to pick up Hurley and Dwarf. Like, really? We got to go that far? He's like, no, stupid ass, they're coming. Whoa, hold up, Roach. You're getting hostile here. What do you mean, stupid ass? No, because that was a stupid ass question. And if I cut question off of it and I abbreviate it, it's just stupid ass. But you understood what I was saying, right, brother? You know, give me a hug. Put it here. Put it here, brother. I said, nah, because your sobacos smell like sobacos. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that have underarm pits and they smell like, that's fully clean. But your shit smells like sobaco. Like if you use the soap called sobaco. It smells like not dirty. It smells like dirt. Not dirty, but dirt. I abbreviated. There you go. Stupid ass question, right? So we're waiting, and all of a sudden I hear, we represent the Lollipop Kids. We represent the Swataka Kids. Here they come pulling up, and Hurdy's like, hey, what's up, brother? Hey, nice to meet you, man. I'm like, what do you mean nice to meet me? That's what I'm saying to everyone, man. It's just stuck in my mind. I've been going to this rehab, and they say even when you see people that you haven't seen in a while, always say nice to meet them and greet them. I say, yeah, well, what's up, bro? Stand back because you smell like Savaco too. I don't know what deodorant they're distributing to the white men that you guys hook up with, but it's not the same deodorant that you used to use. Did you ever use deodorant? Right? He's like, oh, bro, I don't believe in that shit. I use baking soda. All right, cool. And hey, Dwarf was like, you act like you don't see me. I don't, motherfucker. I'm looking parallel. What's up? What's up with you? He's like, hey, we're going to go. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. We're going to go to Boise, Idaho. I know some skins that live up there. We're going to party. There's going to be... Slow your dumb ass down. And no, I didn't abbreviate that. Dumb ass. Straight up. Ricky's like, whoop it. Look, it's the little guy. Hey, you forget it's like a teddy bear. Hey, what's up? It's like the movie Ted. Whoopin'. He's throwing him in there. Whoopin'. I'm like, oh, shit. If this ain't a ragtag group of misfits, the Goonies. We're the Goonies for reals. And hey, I'm the main one. The one that gets to kiss the girl and was all in the pit and shit. That's me. Sean Astin. So anyways, we jump in and Hurdy's like, hey, bro, so he tells Roach, he's like me. We're like level-headed, right? Kind of. He's like, hey, what's up, Roach? Roach is like, yo, brother. Hey, you fucking came through, brother. Fuck came through for a white man. Ah, fuck, mighty white of you, brother. Hey, give me a hug. Give me a hug. Damn, it smells like 2 pairs of Savacos. He's right. It does smell like Savaco. What does that mean? I said, that means you smell like shit. No, bro. Don't put that on a white man. We don't smell like that. That's a Mexican word. Mexicans got to wear that. So he's like, what's up? Where are we going? He said, we're going to Boise. We're going to go meet some people. That's what we're going to do. So he kind of gives us the rundown. He's like, hey, these people we're meeting are heavy hitters. There's some crazy ass woods from out there in Idaho, but they're going to buy what I got. So he got us all ingrained. We're like, all right, so we're making master plans, me and Hurley. Dwarfwood's over there playing with Ricky. Ricky gets him on the fucking thing. Bouncing, whooping. I'm like, ah, shit, he's damn near boning him. And so Hurley's like, look, brother, you got anything on you? I said, yeah, you know it, right? He's like, look, brother, I got a couple shotties and some hot toddies. When we get there, brother, me and you, we're right here. You know what I'm saying? And Roach had promised everyone 1,000. And I started thinking like, damn, what does he really have? And Hurley's always been known to do a side hustle. Not on the white man, but he's a side hustler. And I'm a front and to the side slowly hustler, right? So I'm like, what's going on here? What does he have, right? So he's like, oh no, brother, you got bolt cutters? Because he's got that motherfucker padlock with 3 locks. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, Dwarf and Roach are real cool. Like, I don't know if they had some type of relationship before, but they're like extracurricular cool, right? Like they'll disappear in the bathrooms and talk about, oh, we're just smoking. Like, nah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Dwarf's pants are on backward. I don't know what you're doing, Roach. It's because you don't understand what that little fucker have to put him up on the toilet while he's shitting. I said, why you got to be in the bathroom with him? He needs assistance, brother. You know what? Fuck what? You're asking too many damn questions. Stupid ass questions. Abbreviated. Right? So I'm like, all right, cool. So we get on the road. We jam. We're driving for hours and hours. And it's December, right? And these motherfuckers want to drive we could just go straight to Idaho that way. But no, They want to drive all the way through Northern California, stop at about 5 different skinhead spots. Every one of them had an RV that was broke down in front of it. Malnutrition dogs and gang of crank smoke, right? Ricky's at home. He's like, "What? There's no cell site. It's fucking crazy. What is that? Is that an alien? Is that an alien?" I'm like, "Oh man, these guys are getting higher as we go." We get all the way up through Oregon, right? And I mean, that's a long ways. We get all the way up through Oregon, then they want to, boom, bust to eastern side, right? So now they want to go east. So now we're driving, and Roach is like, "Don't worry, brother, we're gonna get there. We'll be there by the morning." I'm like, "Bro, this has been like almost 2 days. We're gonna miss Christmas Eve. My girl is gonna be filibustered, right? She's gonna be upset. What am I gonna do here?" And so he's like, "Brother, just pay no attention. You're gonna have $1,000 though." I'm like, "Bro, it's not worth that. But fuck it, we're having a good time. We're eating. I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dwarf are eating. Dwarf's not getting high for some reason. He has a slick plan. So this is what happens. We end up in Missoula, Montana. Now, I've been there before. I've told a story on it, right? We end up in Missoula, Montana, which is on our way to Idaho, right? And Roach is like, "I know it's somewhere around here. I got the fucking address." I'm like, "Bro, this is Missoula, Montana, and it's snowing. We're in a snowstorm." And I start reminiscing back to when I got caught up in a snowstorm before in Missoula, Montana. I'm like, "Damn, what is it about Missoula, fucking Montana, that God keeps bringing me here in a snowstorm? Is this where it's supposed to all end? Because if it is, man, hey, Jack Frost nipping at my nose. It's cold. There's all kinds of Christmas lights. I'm feeling all sad and shit." Ricky's like, "Well, but are we going to be back for Christmas? Because my mom said she bought me some socks." I was like, "Bro, we can go right there to the mall and get you some socks. Calm down." "No, but she bought me the Grinch socks. They're all red and they have the Grinch on them. I'm going to wear those to the hood like, whooping. I'm active. Look, I'm the Grinch." Right? I'm like, it was crazy. So we go right there to Missoula, Montana, and Roach is like, "Brother, they're going to meet us here." I said, "Oh, cool. So we ain't got to go all the way into Idaho?" Which is still a little distance, right? I said, "So we're good here?" "Yeah, brother, we're going to check into a motel and we're just going to do right here. Let's go find some fucking place to eat." So we go to this old country bar restaurant. Roach almost fucking beats down fucking some white dude over pool. Like, it was crazy. It was a crazy night, right? But it was good. He's like, "They're going to be in the morning. We're going to do the exchange." I said, what do you mean the exchange? Like, what are we going to do? Are we going to empty this, whatever you got back there? And so he's like, "Yeah, brother, don't even trip. I got you. Remember I told you I got." See, that's the problem with Mexicans. They always want to know, "Hey, Mr. Yards, where do we put the concrete? Mr. Yards, where do we put the almonds? Mr. Yards, where do we put the rebar?" "I'll tell you where you can put the rebar, son of a bitch." Right? And I'm like, "Hey, why you gotta do my people like that?" "No, I'm not. But just traditions are traditions, right, brother? White men don't do that. White men don't jump. Just know that. White men do not jump. I don't give a fuck what Wesley Snipes said. We don't jump. Woody Harrelson couldn't jump. I can't jump. But Mexicans, jumping beans. See? There you go. You guys do jump." So I'm like, whatever, right? We're kicking back, just chilling. Morning comes. I'm like, "What time are they going to be here, bro? Because we got to get back, man. If I can make it back at least by Christmas Day, everything's going to see all right, cuz," right? He's like, "Brother, fuck Christmas. It is Christmas for me." And I'm thinking, I look at Hurdy, I'm like, shit, it might be Christmas for both of us. If this motherfucker gets anything over 100K, bro, we're going to have to redevise this plan. It's going to be a brown man and a white man and a stupid brown man whooping and a short white man. But we're going to have to deal with this. At this time, Roach was getting me frustrated. And guess what? I was going to take every bit of that 100K I thought he was going to get up out of him. I had plans. Ready to jump some shit. I'm Mexican, right? Do you understand what happens here? He's like, "Brother, I just got a phone call. We got to go down the street. There's like a house down the street. Yeah, we got to pull in backwards. They're going to have a garage open and we just got to start unloading." I'm like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Look, brother, fucking I know what I'm doing. Look it. Let me say it in your language. Yo soy white man. You get it? That means I know what the fuck I'm doing." I said, "Yeah, that's not how you say it. I say, you soy pendejo." He said, "Yeah, I soy pendejo, but I'm a white pendejo. I know what pendejo means, fucker, right? Don't abbreviate it either. It's pendejo." I know how it goes. We pull up to it's a kind of a nice neighborhood, but there's some rickety, raggedy old houses, right? But it's a decent neighborhood with older homes. We pull in that motherfucker, and I'm expecting to see a gang of fucking white dudes with masks and swastikas and all that. Man, if Roach's baby mama, old lady, don't pop out, man, she pops out. "Hey, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba." I said, "Hey, girl, what's up?" Give her a big old hug. Big old booty, right? Kind of weight. She had a little weight on her. She had a little weight, but she had big. Man, let me tell you, sisters got their ass goes from their neck, from right here, the back of the under their earlobes, all the way to their ankle, right? And I'm like, ooh. So I give her a big old hug. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hey, Dwarf's like, "Let me get a hug. They didn't get a hug, right? Like, bro, get your little ass up here, man. What are we doing? Do you know that we opened this thing and there's a couch, 2 lamps, a coffee table, a dinette set, not a lick of anything in there. Roach is like, oh, brother, hey, I tricked you guys. Thank you. I need your help moving in. We're moving out here for a while. My old lady is. Yeah, we lost our Section 8, so we're going to move out here. Well, she's going to move out here. I'm going to move back to my mom's, but I'm going to be coming out here frequently. And I needed help, and I knew if I asked you guys just wouldn't do it. So I told you guys I was going to give you a thought. I said, well, hold up. Motherfucker, we drove all incognito, dodging cops and all that for a fucking coffee table? Brother, the white man got you gone, right? He's like, I said, so wait, I don't get $1,000? Nothing? A fucking $1,000, bro. I would never give a Mexican $1,000 early. You believe that shit? He's like, wait up. I'm white. You told me I was going to get $1,000, brother. Oh, but you're white, so you'll forgive me. The essays are a little tricky. I already know what was on your mind too, fucker. When he opens this shit, you thought it was that fucker. It's going to be the golden briefcase from Pulp Fiction. Well, guess what? It was all fiction. Help me move this shit in the house. I said, so we're going to, his lady's like, don't worry. I'll cook for you guys. Bitch, we just drove 193 hours for some chitlins. Hell nah, right? Hey, let me tell you right now, we spent our Christmas miserable right there, freezing our ass off in Missoula, Montana. There was never no Idaho. Ida Pimp. There was never no Idaho. It was all right there to freeze our ass off and eat canned chitlins out the can. It was all bad. And the hunger, she was cool. She had some Marvin Gaye bumping and shit. We were doing our thing. And Roach was like, well, can you put on some Judas Priest? I don't know. There's something about Rob Halford that gets me all frustrated. I'm like, man, I had to call my lady and explain to her how that fucking thing I put on layaway was just going to stay laid away because I didn't have the money to get it. When I got back, I was thinking about putting a 500 and getting her this little charm. And I was trying to hustle. Man, I had to call my Thea and explain why I couldn't take Ricky home for Christmas. He was all miserable. What about my socks? Whopping. I said, well, I'm going to tell you whopping with your socks. Fuck your socks. Anyways, with that being said, man, that's the type of shit Roach would do. He would trick us. I should have opened the thing, but he had 3 padlocks on it for a fucking miserable ass. We're talking about a couch with bed bugs. We're not talking about a couch that's just brand new and clean. We're talking about like dirty shit that he got from a dirty spot that we took 193 fucking days to get 193 hours. We drove through some of the most miserable territory. We damn near hit a deer. Roach almost got a cue stick put up his ass. Like there was a lot going on for a fucking coffee table, some lamps, and a couch. If you don't stop it, right then and there, I told Roach, I can't fuck with you no more. He's like, oh, brother, you can't take a joke. I said, this wasn't a joke. This was a trick. Brother, well, if I would have asked you, can you help me move? What would you have said? Yes. No, you wouldn't, brother. You're Mexican. You guys don't never say yes. The only time you guys say yes is when they say, hey, we're giving you $8 an hour. Yes, senor. You already know. If you guys enjoy the supers, man, today on Super Friday, tap in, man. This is another Superwood legendary. I got to give it to you how I give it to you. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people, man. Thank you. Bang, bang.